Hello, ladies. How are you today? Do you recall in 2001, the United States Postal Service was actually under attack in three major states? Um, Actually, the targeted people were United States senators, but the mail, of course, entering this country goes through the Postal Service. Well, we were under attack with this type of bioterrorism called anthrax, and it is like a harmful bacteria. It was in a powder form, and it contains spores that has harmful bacteria in it. But today at work, we had a scare. After all these years, we had a scare. And I said, not today. I wasn't feeling like any drama. Who wakes up and expecting drama at work? We try to get away from any type of drama. But I said, not today. I don't feel like it. Well, we were told that our mail was going to be delayed. And by the time it made it upstairs, it was really late in the evening, almost time to get off from work. But what happened was young lady that handles the mail that comes in from the post office, she uh, opens up some mail and sort it out in the mail cubicle. And she noticed a white powder substance, and she was very concerned about it because she said she didn't handle anything that had powder in it. Well, she got in contact with her supervisors, and they got in contact with other folk. And so they said, well, what we're going to do is look through the mail, and then if we find something that's not harmful, then we will continue on processing it and letting it go to the areas it need to go to. That's why it got to us rather late. But anyway, I thought about it. I said, here we are told to wear gloves and masks for 2 weeks. Nothing ever came about what the substance was, how did the powder, whatever, got into the mailroom. We couldn't understand why, when we processed the mail, we had to keep the door closed. We didn't have any protective clothing. And then we kept on wondering, well, why haven't they figured out that if they are afraid of toxins coming in the mail, just keep the mail down in the basement and then we go down there and process it? Why have it come all the way up to our floors and thus jeopardizing different offices and people and so many departments from the basement and all the way up to the seventh floor? So if they are afraid of some toxins coming in, any type of domestic terrorism that will come through the mail, leave the mail down in the basement. Sometimes they say the United States really don't think all that hard when it comes to how we can counteract terrorism. And it's a hard subject to even talk about because there were so many things that happened in the past and made us live in terror and everything. But yeah, they was talking about this powder-like substance can cause flu-like symptoms and give you shortness of breath, and it can become deadly. And the symptoms come about maybe within 7 days of being exposed to it. Some people had passed away from it back in 2001, but anyway, this was not a good day. And for the 2 weeks that we had to look out and make sure we didn't have any powder-like substance due to processing the mail, it was really, really crazy. But at the end of the 2 weeks, we never heard what came about all this and what was the substance. If it wasn't anthrax, what was it? We never knew. Well, I'm still alive. Ha. Other people didn't get sick, so it was a maybe it was just a, a threat that didn't have any substance to it. But I said they don't pay me enough to have to worry about this type of thing. They could never pay me enough. And I told my family, I said, I tell you what, if anything happened to me on this job, you make sure you get all the millions of dollars that's due you. Don't let no rock be unturned, no stone that has not been looked under. Make sure you get all that you're supposed to get because I don't feel all that well protected to have mail that could be deadly come from the basement all the way travel up all those floors to the seventh floor. And then what about my clothing? What if something gets on my clothing and I take it home? I never understood that. But anyway, yep. Okay, so that's the end of this vlog. But I tell you, when I wrote in my journal, I made sure I told my children, if I don't survive it, you know why. Get all the money that's due to you because my life is well worth over $1 million. Amen. Okay, ladies, praying for you. Take care. Bye-bye.